Hey, welcome back, everyone. Time for Daybreak and 10 on Color 10.
We are on the air with you for the next 10 minutes without commercials beginning right now. And first, let's check in with meteorologist TJ Springer with our forecast first. Good morning, TJ.
Still tracking a bit of cloud cover out there. Good morning, guys. Temperatures have not been able to dip as low as they would have without this cloud cover. I think we're going to erode it a bit sooner than what we saw yesterday, though. So expect a lot more sunshine for our Tuesday. That's the message for our Groundhog Day. Across the area, we can still see a fair amount of it. And it does look a little murky here in Springfield as we look off to the northeast. Highway 65 seems to be moving just fine, but it does look gray. Temperatures are in the lower 20s throughout Branson, Monette, Springfield at 25, upper 20s in Clinton and in Rolla right now. So you still want to grab the jacket. It feels a bit worse when you factor in a little bit of wind out there. A lot calmer than what we were feeling yesterday at this time, though, and I think it's going to remain that way here for our Tuesday. In our wagon walking forecast, we're going to climb back into the mid to upper 40s, I think, for many locations here across the Color 10 viewing area. And we're saying hello to Tuff this morning. Looks like he's enjoying some time outside in the snow. And we're tracking some of that here in the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about it coming up in just a few minutes. Guys.
OTC is giving its students one less thing to worry about in the morning by providing the most important meal of the day, Jen.
Some breakfast. And this is a new program the college hopes it will help students perform better in the classroom. Our David Chasanov is joining us from the Springfield campus. David got a chance to look at this breakfast. David, what are students saying about it and what can they grab to eat?
Yeah, guys, we're here at OTC inside the cafeteria where Eagle Breakfast is being offered. And what is that? Well, come walk with me. I'll show you around. So right now, this breakfast, it hasn't started yet. It's about to start around 7:30, so a little bit under an hour. But what's offered, you have breakfast sandwiches, which are normally offered over there. You have cereal, which actually is to my right. And then, we have a wide selection here. And all of these options you'll see has an Eagle Breakfast sticker on it. And that means it is free of use for students. And one student who actually has taken advantage of this offer tells me a simple bite before class makes all the difference.
They started doing this was a way so I could end up with some food off in the morning, so I wouldn't wake up and then just be right at school without any food. Just getting the nutrients from the fruit or the sandwich that I get, it gives you more of the energy to be able to do what you want to do.
You just heard from Tanner Bashirs, who is taking OTC's welding program through his high school. Students at OTC can enjoy a free breakfast at the cafeteria Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. The college started this program using money from its fall and spring semester picnics, which never happened because of COVID-19. Joan Barrett with the school says about 30% of students nationwide have some sort of food insecurity. She says this program promotes wellness and healthy living and will be used for another purpose.
Not a direct causation, but does this breakfast and having a good meal in the morning contribute to maybe increased attendance, grades, courses completed? Again, it's just part of a larger retention program that we have going on at OTC.
And if this program brings good results, she tells me OTC will look into funding this program either through the college, private donors, or even a grant. But she wants to reiterate that this only started just 3 weeks ago, one of which was last week. And just last week, they served around 500 meals. Reporting here in Springfield, David Chasanoff, Ozarks First.
All right, David, thank you. In coronavirus coverage, a Springfield woman who caught COVID-19 last September says she is still experiencing symptoms now. Jessica Kiger says she would like to see more awareness for patients with long-term symptoms. She is worried her symptoms might last even more months or even years. She says she used to live a healthy lifestyle, walking around 20 miles a week. But even after recovering, she couldn't walk a half a mile without experiencing extreme fatigue. She found a doctor to help her at the University of Chicago who says those with long-term symptoms recover about after 9 months.
We're talking some of the very first patients are just now starting to see some normalcy come back to their life. As much as the medical community came together to find a vaccine for a cure, I hope that that same medical community can come together to fight these post-COVID problems as well.
Kiger also said her husband and daughter also both had COVID-19, but their symptoms were completely different from hers.
Hospitals are joining together to help vaccinate more people faster. The state plans to give hospitals more than 50% of its weekly allocation throughout Missouri. The Department of Health and Senior Services and Missouri Hospital Association are teaming up with the goal to vaccinate 5,000 Missourians at each location. The state is getting around 76,000 doses a week. Amount of vaccines given to locations is based on population.
It is not going to be exclusively on hospital campuses. It will be in communities, similar to what we've seen in the last week or two with the Missouri National Guard. The majority of Pfizer will go to the metros, and the majority of Moderna in this push will go to other areas.
It'll be up to each hospital individually to set up a registration process to get vaccinated.
RideKC, the public transportation system in Kansas City, says it will enforce the new mask-wearing guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control. They're asking all riders and all transit employees to wear masks at both transit stops and to board vehicles. RideKC will no longer count scarves and bandanas as proper face coverings.
In some news around America, Google reached a $3.8 million settlement over workplace discrimination. The company struck a deal with the Labor Department after allegations it discriminated against women and people of Asian descent during the hiring process. The department says it found female software engineers were underpaid at Google offices in California and in Washington State.
In news from around the world, more than 30 homes and properties have been destroyed as a blaze in Australia continues to burn out of control. Strong winds were adding to the woes of firefighters as they try to battle the flames about 25 miles from the capital of Western Australia state. Local media reported more than 200 firefighters were working to control the fires over the last 48 hours. Authorities warned residents that despite the 5-day COVID-19 lockdown, if they do not feel safe, they must evacuate their homes and head to the closest evacuation center.
All right, you got a groundhog update or what?
Guys, they see the shadow. I mean, wary.
He's only correct 39% of the time I saw.
I thought
so
it was
we have a
even worse than that.
61% chance of spring.
Yeah, I mean.
That's how you look at that.
And you think of the calendar, too. You know, we still have ways to go in winter anyway. So it's going to feel like winter, guys, heading through the week, but nothing like Sunday. Highs only in the lower 20s.
Yeah, that is feeling like winter to me. Thank you, TJ. Thanks for joining us here at Daybreak.